One of the world's most eligible royals is officially off the market. Princess Ameera Al-Taweel of Saudi Arabia said "I do" to billionaire and fellow countryman Khalifa bin Buddy Al-Muhairi, 39, on September 9 during a discreet but opulent ceremony in the City of Love. Among those who flocked to Paris for the ceremony were Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King, who rubbed shoulders with the Saudi elite, and a number of UN employees who have worked with Princess Ameera in her many philanthropic efforts over the years. The bride, 34, was previously married to Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, a member of the Saudi royal family who was 28 years her senior. Princess Ameera became Prince Al-Walid's fourth wife in 2008, but the two then amicably split in 2013. The couple made headlines when they were among the select few invited to attend another royal wedding, that of Prince William and Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge. The Saudi Arabian Ministry of Media did not respond to multiple requests for comment. Scroll down for video. Guests were informed of the wedding early this summer, receiving invitations that informed them that the couple would be married on September 9 in Paris. There was no additional information at that time, however, and those who were lucky enough to score a spot at the nuptials were instead told to wait for further information. And like any fairy tale, this invitation is just the beginning. Read a line at the bottom of the invite. "We will contact you for further details." There was also a line from the young adult novel The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen on the invitation. "There is never a time or place for true love," it read. Share this article. Share it happens accidentally, in a heartbeat, in a single flashing, throbbing moment. Details of the ceremony were kept under wraps and photos forbidden, though a few details made their way onto social media. The night of the ceremony, Winfrey shared a photo of herself and King dancing near the Eiffel Tower. "Came to Paris for a friend's wedding. We love Paris," wrote Winfrey. King posted a similar video as well that night, which also showed the women earlier in the evening. "Just 3 girls heading to Shake Shack in Paris, huh? Then on to friend's dance party. Clearly our friend has great taste in destination parties," wrote King. The shack she refers to as the Château de Vaux-le-Vicomte, a Baroque French residence located approximately 30 miles outside Paris. It is the same venue where Eva Longoria wed Tony Parker and was the site for the most expensive wedding ever, when London banker Amit Baisha wed Vanisha Mittal, the daughter of Indian steel magnate Lakshmi Mittal, in a $60 million ceremony. No photos from inside the event have been shared at this time, but the outside was quite a sight. A number of riders shared images of over 20 white horses lined up for guests around a blue carpet. The chateau was also closed off to the public, and there was a firework display at the end of the evening. Multiple guests in attendance later noted that cameras were banned, and they were made to sign NDAs in order to attend the celebration. The man who did photograph the event also revealed that he was sworn to secrecy on social media. Online again after a fabulous weekend that implied a royal wedding at the venerable at Chateau, wrote Fran Bellani. "So proud to have been part of the amazing team put together by Ad Agent Studio, and guess what? Got to meet Oprah Winfrey, but can't share any pictures." He and the team that photographed the event stuck to their word as well, refusing comment when contacted by Daily Mail. Princess Ameera was just 18 when she met her first husband, whom she interviewed for a school paper. She She was raised in Riyadh by her mother and grandparents, but that all changed at the age of 25 when she officially married into the royal family. Prince Al-Walid was not only a royal at the time, but also one of the 50 richest people in the world with a net worth of over $18 billion and had been named to the Time 100. It was while married that she began to further her studies, attending the University of New Haven, where she received a business degree. She then began to work closely with people like the Clintons, Queen Rania of Jordan and members of the British monarchy on what has been her leading cause for the past 2 decades, expanding the rights of women in the Middle East. When she and her husband eventually split in 2013, Princess Ameera said that EX was still her best friend and mentor while continuing with her philanthropic endeavors. Prince Al-Walid was recently arrested in an anti-corruption case authorized by his cousin, the Crown Prince, and jailed in the Riyadh Ritz-Carlton for 83 days. He is one of the more progressive members of the royal family, fully supporting the rights of women, and even defying the orders of his family by writing a $10 million check to Rudy Giuliani in the wake of the 9/11 attacks. Giuliani then rejected the check the day after visiting the site with Prince Al-Walid over his comments about American policy in the Middle East contributing to the attack in some part. His ex, meanwhile, has leveraged her new wealth and rank into her global causes, similar in many ways to how Angelina Jolie has used her notoriety to enact change. In addition to women's rights and empowerment, she has also worked on disaster relief projects in places like Pakistan and Somalia, Middle East peace efforts and global poverty. She even joined forces with Prince Philip when she and the Duke of Edinburgh formally opened the Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Centre of Islamic Studies at the University of Cambridge. It was reported that the pair's divorce was caused in part by comments made to Prince Al-Walid by his older brother Prince Khalid, who warned his sibling to tone down his wife's media appearances, or else there would be consequences. Prince Ameera's new husband is also a member of Saudi Arabia's wealthy upper class who is devoted to philanthropic endeavors. At just 39, he is worth close to $2 billion and founded the investment group KBBO. After studying in England and attending college at Suffolk University in Boston, he began his career at the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company before going on to co-found Brokerage House Securities LLC. He then went on to start another company, One Financial Markets, a brokerage firm with hubs in England, China as well as the Middle East. And he also holds posts including Executive Vice Chairman of NMC Health, the Chairman of Travelex Group Limited, Infinite Investment, and First Energy Bank, and the Executive Vice Chairman of Centurion Investment. One thing there is no mention of, however, is the relationship between bride and groom, who went to great lengths to conceal their courtship. Their wedding also became a bit of a horror show after Princess Ameera was reportedly robbed of just under $1 million worth of jewelry while staying at the Ritz. That case is still being investigated, with the theft reported the Monday after the wedding 3 days after the jewels went missing. They were not in the room safe at the time, and this now marks the second heist from the hotel this year. Meanwhile, over at the Four Seasons, Oprah got the royal treatment the morning after the ceremony. That was thanks to Jeff Leatham, who gifted her one of the stunning, larger-than-life flower displays he has become famous for over the years. Those same displays can be seen every day of the year in Paris at the George V, where Winfrey was staying during the trip. "I believe in giving people flowers while they can smell them, but this is way over the top," wrote Winfrey, including a video of a man pulling out slightly flawed white roses and replacing them with fresh ones at her hotel.